Hey everyone, this is Nicole of NicoleLaloya.com. I haven't been on in a while. I wanted to hop on and just check in with you all. I had this blog that I was just had on the screen called 27 Things I Did to Upgrade My Business and Life, and it's been getting a crazy amount of attention on the internet. So I thought it would be fun to kind of do a couple of videos where I go through those things and talk about them. It took me about 3 days to write that blog, but now I just wanted to go on and talk about them. I haven't been on Periscope in forever. So, I'm happy that you guys are checking in to see what I have to say. I really can't even believe how much attention that article has been getting and the positive responses I've been having, but it's been fun. So I just thought I'd go through them and talk a little bit about them. The first thing I did to actually upgrade my business and life was quit my part-time job. So technically I gave notice in 2014 that I was going to be leaving, but January, I think 26th or 27th, I walked out that door. Or maybe it was the 24th, and I flew away to Costa Rica on the 26th. I walked out that door and I never looked back, to be quite honest. I didn't have secure income yet. I had income coming in from my business. I actually had two separate businesses. And I had income coming in, and I had just gotten to the point where I felt stuck. I couldn't devote much more time or energy. I couldn't actually really talk about it. Hi, Melanie. Yes, I think your name looks familiar to me too. Thanks for popping on my scope. So, I couldn't devote much more energy to my business, and it was just time to say goodbye to the part-time job. I think the biggest thing that concerned me about that really was I knew I could make money. However, you can always make money. I think it was more making enough money to cover my health insurance. That part was stressing me out because it wasn't so much the income that I was leaving. My background is a social worker. I wasn't making tons of money. But I was thinking, like, how the heck am I going to pay for health insurance on top of everything else? But, part of me just made the decision, like, I need to make enough money to cover health insurance. I need to make above my replacing my income to cover health insurance. I didn't want that fear to be what kept me from leaving my job and just spending my time in a situation where I just wasn't enjoying it much anymore. So the truth is, I don't really think I would have been able to upgrade my life and business if I continued to stay at that part-time job the way I was able to. Then, crazy enough, because I'm just a wacko a little bit, I then booked my ticket. I booked my ticket after I gave notice. And then I actually proceeded to spend almost a month in Costa Rica. So I booked my ticket for Costa Rica. And I was like, now that I'm free from the part-time job, I can live and work anywhere in the world. But once again, I didn't have tons of income coming in. I wanted to prove to myself I could live the laptop lifestyle. It was amazing. You know what? I did work a lot. I was working on my Live More course at the time, launching that, preparing that was my first course. It was a journal prompt course. And I really seriously loved it. Like, it was just awesome. I got breakfast. I sat on the beach at breakfast. I brought my computer. I typed for hours, went back to my room, changed, went on the beach for a few hours. Would go back, if I had calls scheduled, I'd go back to the room for the calls, just hung out, and it was really cool too, because I got to meet a lot of new entrepreneurs. I had made a friend a few years ago at Natalie Lucier's Off the Charts conference, and she lives in Costa Rica, so I got to go stay with her for a few days. It was just a really cool experience, and it kind of reinforced my belief that, like, I need to figure out a way to make this work. Like I said, I never was like, oh my God, do I need to find a job? It was more like, what do I need to do to make money to make this work? Because this is the lifestyle I want. The third thing I did was I became more active on social media. So I have actually spent, I've spent time on social media. Before I had a business, I didn't spend any time on social media. I had a Facebook profile. Back in the day in MySpace, I didn't spend any time on it, Had no reason to, wasn't doing personal updates. It didn't interest me. Now that I had a business, I'm on Facebook all the time. And I did really increase that. I put myself out there. I did work to increase my followers. I shared more great content with them. I experimented with Periscope, I got new interview opportunities. I connected with amazing people. There's people all the time that say, so I found you through Twitter. I found you through Facebook, You think you're not visible. I'm not really one. I'm not a loud person. I'm not into being all over the place, but it doesn't matter. It all helps. The other thing is I had to say no to business strategies that didn't work for me. Okay. So I continually, put myself out there and got coaches. I invested in coaching, which also was scary because I wasn't bringing in enough money. But thank God I did, because I don't know that I would have kept myself accountable. But sometimes they suggested things that weren't me. And, I think that there's a fine line between what isn't you and what scares you. And you really have to dig deep, and you really have to say, why am I avoiding this? And a lot of times it was fear, but sometimes there's things that are just not a good fit. But I do encourage you to be willing to experiment and try things. Don't just say no. Really think about it. But, you do have to stand up for what you believe in. But you have to make sure it's not a fear-based decision, that you're just doing it because you're scared of the results. And that's a fine line. So you really do have to check in with yourself and really assess that. And then I went to the beach as much as possible. Listen, the beach is my happy place. It motivates me. I can check emails there. I can check in on Facebook groups. I can check in on my clients. The whole point of me quitting the job was for flexibility. I definitely got in the fear state. What if I leave and I miss out on my client? What if I leave and I miss out on this? You can't do that. You could go in your car and hop on the phone and have a consult. I had to remember why I created my business, which was to be able to work wherever I want, spend more time at the beach, have fun, hang out with my friends, and help people have better lives. So I have to have a good life in order for that to happen. The other thing I did was I didn't skip on my self-care. It is very, very tempting to deprioritize self-care. And I'm not going to lie, it could have been better for sure. But, you have to do what you can with the intention that you're taking care of yourself, whether that's exercising, whether that's going to the beach, whether that's shutting down your computer, whether it's binge watching Shark Tank. You need to do all of that with this is time for myself to recharge. If it's just something where you're and you're still half thinking about work, not a good plan, not a good time, not a good, decision to spend your energy doing that. The other thing that I did that had a huge, huge, huge effect on my business was I cut myself off from e-courses and training. 2014 was the year of learning for me. I joined B School. I joined Lucky Bitch. I signed up for other things. I had to make sure 2015 was a year of action. The truth was e-courses just kind of kept me in learning mode. They cluttered up my desk. They made me feel guilty. They were items on my to-do list that didn't need to be there, that weren't going to bring me in extra money. Learning is important, but you have to make sure you're acting on the things that you learn. If you're just constantly learning and paying for other trainings, and feeling like you always need to learn more, you're never going to be confident in your abilities to get out there and make money. So, I really cut myself off. I had 1 million courses. If you're a B School, you pretty much have a lot of what you need. Don't keep paying in courses if you're not making money. Get out there, sell some services, sell some products. You don't need to learn more. You need to talk to people, connect with people, and take action. Taking action, even if it's the wrong actions initially, will bring you clarity on the right actions. Reading an e-course will not. The other thing I did was I got consistent one-to-one support for my business. A lot of times this was in combination one-to-one support and group mastermind programs. I couldn't afford intense one-to-one programs. That's okay, but make sure you're getting some sort of one-to-one support regardless. So, I got mastermind programs, group programs where there was a one-to-one component monthly. That was important. You never know what's going to happen in a group. You need that safe space with your coach to talk privately. I didn't have money for this. I did it anyway. I made money. It helped me make money. It's scary. Sometimes it doesn't. The first one I did, I certainly didn't make money for the first 6 months. At the very end of our program, I had that turnaround. That was because of me doing things, not not really doing the right work, not taking the right action steps. You know, but also like you can't be out there asking people to invest in you if you're not like investing in themselves by hiring you, if you're not out there investing in yourself by hiring help to take you to the next level. So that is really, really important. Get that one-to-one support. So I'm going to actually sign off for a little bit. I have more of these things that I did, and I'm going to jump on and do another Periscope about them. But I kind of just wanted to dig into those biggest ones. You know, in the meantime, you can come. I should have like written this down sooner. Let me write this down real quick for you. You can go to Nicole Laloya. I know that's always a tricky one. /blog. And I'm gonna hang on with the note because my name is tricky to spell. And you can for sure, and that's backwards. So let me just switch the screen. Can absolutely read the whole blog there. Okay. So you can check out more of them. Leave a comment. Helpful, you know, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. And I'd love to hear about the things that you did to upgrade your business and life. And in the meantime, I just launched my new Life Boss Mastermind. I ran a 6-month mastermind last year. This one is amazing. It's 9 months because, you know, I realized that masterminds with one-to-one support were an amazing way to really grow my business and build that solid foundation. And that's what I help my clients do in the Life Boss Mastermind. And it's, you know, it's a great investment. You got to invest in yourself, but it's not this huge expense that's going to put you into debt. You know, it's going to give you the tools you need to start making money in your business. You know, if you're interested in setting up a free call about that, please do. I am doing 20-minute income breakthrough sessions. We can talk about the mastermind, and you'll also leave with one tip to immediately increase your income. So, you know, I did this session with somebody who signed up for my mastermind, and what was really cool is she's already gotten 4 new clients. And we haven't even started yet. So I'm not going to leave you hanging with like, you make this investment and now what do you do? So once again, I'm going to flip the screen and you can book a free me. Just head here, bit.ly/income session. And I will talk to you guys soon.